You really want to see it? Yeah. Well, you're going to have to make some noise. That's right, keep it something on your side. Yeah. That's it. Oh, I'm feeling the off. That's it. Come on. How does it feel? Compromise. All right. Are you all ready? Yeah. Come on, I can't hear. Do you think I can get it? Do you want to see it? That's why I put the handbrake on. I can't hear you. You have to make a lot of noise. Come on.
There's always so much behind the scenes that goes into it. Even for someone who's been incredibly successful, it's not all beer and skittles, is it? And I mean, even for you to start your career, you came from behind the eight ball.
A guy who had a neighbouring farm to where I grew up was Phil Anderson. So we knew Phil Anderson as a family friend, and I had no appreciation whatsoever for what Phil was achieving on the world stage. He was just this guy who had the farm up the road that my dad used to lease his paddock for our cows. He used to disappear for months on end and come back with a great suntan. I had no idea what Phil did. Tour down under, so just such great foundations, and that belting I got my first year professional just laid that foundation of strength to really then take my career on to the next level. So you're right, Grand Tours are so important for the development of riders, but I was fortunate that I raced my first Grand Tour at 25. What do you think of these guys, Robbie, racing their first Grand Tour as teenagers?
Yeah, it's just nuts, and I couldn't have imagined doing it. I mean, maybe getting in there and riding a week or up to 10 days, and when we used to do those races as amateurs, that felt like an eternity doing a 10-day stage race. I just couldn't imagine at 19 riding a Grand Tour like these guys are. And then, guys like currently Ayuso in the Tour of Spain, young guy riding for UAE, the team of Tadej Pogacar, who's not at the Vuelta, but he's riding in the top 5 for GC. It's just...
motorbike, and it was Laurent Jalabert, and he's commentating on me trying to get across, and I thought, I can't give up with Laurent Jalabert beside me. So I keep pushing, and the 3 riders out front, they got word, the bunch is set up. There's 1 rider coming across, it's Guerin, some credit agricole, and I thought, we're better off being 4 out here than 3. So they actually propped up a little bit and waited for me. Big mistake. So
when Laurent Jalabert come up on that TV moto next to you with the microphone, could you pick up any of the stuff he was saying? Could you hear it?
I finally latched onto them with about 2k to go. And at that point, they were all had it because they'd been attacking one another basically for the entire time up the climb. And then for the last 2 kilometres of the stage, it actually flattened out a little bit, so it wasn't quite so steep. So when I latched on there with a couple of K to go, I thought, there's no way they're going to shake me now. Managed to get to that final corner and blasted him in the sprint.
Always.
50 minutes to go, he's jumped. So he started his sprint. That 1 or 2 lengths that I wanted to give him turned into 5 or 6. I'm like, oh no. So I've had to accelerate as hard as I could in his slipstream, and I managed to come past him in the final 50 metres of the race to take the win, with the bunch finishing in about 4 seconds behind us.
I don't know about you, but as Simon was talking us through that last kilometre, my legs started to